Hi, I'm Venkatesh Sangaru doing my master's in computer science, and today I'm going to talk about my project Digital Forensics on Cloud Computing, a log approach. Cloud computing is getting more and more attention from the information and communication technology industry recently. Almost all the leading companies of the information area show their interest and efforts on cloud computing and release services about cloud. So to go further with this, we have to pay attention to the security issues as the criminal activities in the internet has rapidly increased. So in this project, I built an approach using log model for building a forensic friendly system. Using this model, we can quickly gather information from cloud service for some kind of forensic purposes. And I developed a log based system. Logs are they give you means to trace what's been happening in a particular request or a user activity throughout your system, and addressing the security issues, like preventing a few attacks like SQL injection and brute force attacks. And the owner and administrator would be able to monitor the user activities by the information given by logs. So going further, the project functionality. In this module, if user wants to log into the database and upload files, that is the owner, he should register first, and he would be able to upload multiple files. And file formats can be PCAP files or raw database files, which are used for forensic purposes. And user have to register and log in to view or download the files. Owner and even the admin can administrator by viewing the logs that are generated when user view files or download them. Basically, there are two type of log files that are generated. Users who view the files and users who download the files have different log files which are being recorded. So going further, additional features like if attacker tries to hack into a user account using brute force attack, account will be blocked after 3 successful attempts, and only the administrator has the privileges to grant the user access, that is to again reset the user account. And I have used prepared statements to prevent from SQL injection and parameterized queries. So going further, these are the various modules in my project. The first one is user registration and login. Here the user has to register and log in to view or download files. These are the respective screenshots. This is the user registration page, and these are the files available for download. And moving further, administrator login. In this module, admin has to enter his credentials. If it matches, then he can upload files to the database. And only authorized users are allowed to upload files. These are the respective screenshot. And this is a screenshot of the admin page where he can view the information about all the users and owners who are registered in the cloud service. And owner login is can be registered and have to be registered to upload files. These are the screenshots of uploading a file into the cloud service. And these are the log details which can be viewed by the owner. And account blocking and renewal. So if suppose an attacker tries to hack into a user account using brute force attack, and after 3 unsuccessful attempts, the account will be blocked, and the administrator will be notified. So if the user wants to again log into his account, he has to contact the administrator. Access to log files. uh, Owner and as well as the admin has the access to log files. There's a two different type of log files, that is the view log file and download log file. And then let's go on to discuss about how this can be useful. This can be very useful when you need to see who is accessing your site quickly. And you can analyze and create statistics of when and why the user are accessing files at a certain time, like unusual time when the services are off, or when the office timings are 8 to 5, and a user tries to log in and tries to access a file at midnight 12. That is usually not unauthorized person in most cases. And also, periodic monitoring of system logs by system administrator allows the identification of anomalies and security breaches in the system. And moving further to the proposal of further development, one idea is to have a human expert define a set of access patterns to find unauthorized users, along with desired actions to be taken when encountering them. So we can set a specific pattern to a user, where how is he accessing the files at what time, and how frequently is he accessing the files. So apart from that pattern, if the user if an attacker tries to log in and it's not in the pattern, it will do the desired action which are meant to do. Another approach for log analysis focuses on visualizing the log data in a useful way, like using graphs and histogram. Some of the techniques are analysis of frequency at which file access occurs, grouping of time correlated access, and the use of pattern analysis algorithm to categorize the logs. So let's go further. I'll show you the data, how I created the database. And so this is the database, and here is the file log table. This is the file view log table using ID, file name, file user, date, and user ID. This is the owner information. This is the table count, and this is the upload, that is the file information, file size, file name, and extension, and user ID. This is the user account details. Going further to the code, so this is how I'm authorizing the user. I'm gonna select the user from the database, and I have used the prepared statements to avoid SQL injection. And this is while uploading the file to validate the file, checking size, and it checks a number of extensions of the file, like we can upload raw, image, mp3, mp4, or text, JPEG, PCAP files, which are used in Wireshark, or the raw database, raw dump of the memory. And moving on, I'll show you a live demo of my project. So this is the home page, and the user has to log in here. First he has to register. For suppose I'll call him NYU user 1, NYU user 1, 1 2 3 4 5, and mail, and nyu@finmayu.edu. So submitted. Successfully registered. Another user logs in. NYU student. Here, now view available files. These are all the available files. JPEG, PCAP for Wireshark analysis, PDFs, doc, or text. So you can view or download them. This is the file size, and you can view or download them. This is one thing. You can view or again download them. So here's the download file. You can log out. The owner login is to upload the files. You can upload the files, choose a file and upload a file, for example. Let's upload this file. File upload successful, and view logs. So these are the logs which have been viewed by the users. This is the view download files. So this is the user whoever downloaded the file. So log out, and admin login. Here admin has the authority to view all the user details, who are registered, his details, age, email address and contact information, and the owner of the cloud service who are uploading files. And these are the view logs, these are the user logs, and these are the logged users. So now I'm going to talk about logged users. So let's try 3 wrong attempts. Invalid credentials, invalid credentials, and again. Now the fourth time we try, it says login attempt exceeded, please contact your administrator. So the user has to contact the administrator for his account to be reset again. So the admin goes and checks the logged users. So here it is. This user is trying to access his account at this time, but was unsuccessful. So we can just block this account, or we can activate it. If I want to activate it, I'll just have to press it here, and the user is activated. So now the user can log in. There you go. So it prevents from SQL injection 2 and brute force attacks, because I've used prepared statements and for SQL injection. So that's it. Thank you so much for your time. Comments and feedbacks are highly appreciated. You can contact me on the email address dsv239@nyu.edu. Thank you so much.